Coming up, a look at President Donald Trump's visit to Iowa, his message to voters ahead of this year's midterm elections.
And a soft place to land and spread your wings. How Iowa City has become a sanctuary for some flying creatures.
Golfing for a cause. How a former Iowa star is raising money for the Children's Hospital.
An end in sight. Warmer temperatures expected ahead. All of your full forecast in weather.
All that and more.
Coming up right now on DITV.
Good morning from Iowa City. It is Wednesday, January 27th. I'm Liz Schultz.
And I'm Ryan Lynch.
And the third member of our team, Ryan Paris, is live on the Adler Sky Bridge with today's forecast.
Is there any end in sight to this bitter cold, Ryan?
Guys, I have good news and bad news. The good news, we do have warmer temperatures on the horizon, but the bad news, the rest of this week, still going to feel pretty darn cold, and that includes today where we have a high of 20 degrees. That feels more like 10, should drop to about 2 degrees in the evening, though the sun should be out in the afternoon. Tomorrow will give us a similar high of about 16 degrees with clouds throughout the day that may clear up around sunset. If you've been stockpiling hot chocolate, chicken noodle soup, or any warm food, it might be time to break it out. Back to you guys at the desk.
Lower prices and bigger paychecks. That was President Donald Trump's message to Iowans when he visited Clive Tuesday. Trump sharing many things on his agenda about the economy and what he says he's accomplished this term.
Rent prices have all come down, and they've come down very fast, and thanks to our tax cuts.
He placed the blame on Democrats for rising costs, arguing lower gas prices show his economic approach is working.
They caused a tremendous price increases. It was caused by the worst inflation we've ever had. And they come up with this word affordability. And I saw it even, although you're not hearing it so much anymore. You know why? Because the prices are coming down so much.
But Democrats have their own agenda.
We create a paid family leave program so Iowans don't have to choose between a paycheck and caring for a loved one or themselves.
Both sides agree that things should be easier for working families.
Last week I signed an executive order to ban Wall Street and large institutional investors from buying up all the single-family homes in America.
But a few audience members pushed back. They were joined with hundreds of protesters outside the venue.
You do know they're paid agitators, right?
His main takeaway?
Inflation has stopped, incomes are up, prices are down, our economy is roaring, our workers are thriving, and our country is winning again, winning like never before. We've never had a period of time like this. You've never had a period of time.
Trump framed Iowa as the start of the 2026 midterms, tying control in Congress to his message about the economy. A federal judge is speaking out against an ICE detainment in Iowa City. DITV's Hannah Fideli joins us live in the newsroom with the latest on the case. Hannah?
Yes, Liz, a federal judge ruled that holding Jorge Gonzalez Ochoa before his trial was illegal. Now, Ochoa was detained back in October and has been in jail ever since. And ICE accused him of using false documents to obtain employment at Iowa City's bread garden. The video on your screen shows the moment he was detained. And while detained, Ochoa requested a pretrial release, which was granted. But just 1 minute before the trial was set to release him, ICE sent an order to keep him in jail, but was missing some of the proper documents, which a federal judge ruled illegal. Now, Ochoa remained in jail, though ICE had started a new process to remove Ochoa from the U.S. Now, he was allowed to post bond and released on January 9th, and his trial set for falsifying documents is March 2nd. And the race for Iowa's Democratic candidate for District 1 is shaking up again. Attorney Taylor Wittich withdrew from the race, but also launched his bid for Iowa State Auditor. Wittich's change of heart is because, quote, the state auditor is supposed to serve as an independent watchdog for the people, regardless of who is in power, not a lapdog for corrupt politicians. And now, this election is a little bit away, and there's still a lot of time for things to happen, so DITV will keep you up to date on all the latest. Ryan?
A major house fire north of Iowa City sent 7 Johnson County area fire departments to the scene. The North Liberty Fire Department was sent to a 2-story home in rural Iowa City just after 9 a.m. yesterday. Crews from Iowa City, Coralville, Solon, Swisher, Tiffin, Oxford, and West Branch spent nearly 5 hours trying to put out the fire. Luckily, no one was hurt. Damage estimates and the cause remain under investigation. X Marks the Arts has released the schedule for 2026's Free Week. From February 16th through the 22nd, festival attendees can explore a variety of live performances and entertainment listed on your screen across 20 of Iowa City's downtown venues. The event is designed to highlight downtown Iowa City's cultural and entertainment district, with a wide range of admission-free events enjoyable for all ages.
And Iowa City is being recognized for some of its environmental efforts. Now, this is all because the city has officially been designated as a bird-friendly community. It's because of its work to protect local birds and their habitats. To earn this title, Iowa City had to meet criteria including reducing habitat threats and educating the public on conservation. The application was put together by the Iowa City Bird Club to highlight these efforts.
And coming up later, a special event plans to raise money for the Children's Hospital. Iowa men's basketball returns to action, an important update on a key Iowa women's basketball player, and more, all after the break.
Stories occur every day, and here at DITV, we've got you covered with up-to-date news and politics.
We are anxiously waiting for those votes for not only the national election, but here in District 1.
Community members protest and stand for science.
Keeping highlights and scores with Hawkeye Sports.
Advancing to the quarterfinals, Iowa looks to boost their overall placement and their way into the semis.
It's Iowa's second road win of the season, first since September 21st.
And of course, all the latest in entertainment.
Sit back, relax, and here's the word on the street. I'm here at the Alan McVeigh Theater where a unique performance.
Here at DITV, we've got a crew bringing you all the stories from across the nation and right here in your backyard.
From the Iowa State Fair.
In Nashville, Tennessee.
From downtown Iowa City.
From Carver Hawkeye Arena.
And bringing all the coverage straight to you live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. Around the University of Iowa and Iowa City community, we have the stories that matter to you here at DITV.
Welcome back to DITV. Ryan, it's freezing outside. I'm kind of considering maybe taking a spring break trip to somewhere warmer.
Yeah, it's definitely cold. So let's take a look back with Ryan Paris for the forecast for this week ahead.
Yeah, guys, like I said earlier, if you can endure these next couple of chilly days, you'll be in for a treat next week. But first, starting on Friday, we're going to be in for a balmy high of 13, feels like 0 degrees, with a low of 2 that feels more like -7. To begin the weekend, we'll start in the single digits, but get all the way up to the low 20s in the afternoon with sun all day. On Sunday, it'll be more overcast with a relatively consistent high in the low 20s again. And then on Monday, those higher temps I alluded to earlier will finally arrive. The high could break 30, and the low won't even dip under 20. Finally, on Tuesday, the high will exceed freezing for the first time in who knows how long, and though it'll come at the cost of a cloudy start to the week. We can't ditch the jackets quite yet, but maybe the scarves and neck warmers can be left at home. Back to you guys.
Like I said, it is very cold outside, and unfortunately, it's not quite golf season. I'm missing that a little bit right now, right, Elise?
Oh, certainly. It is not golf season at all. It's very cold for outdoor sports, but former Iowa safety Micah Hyde returned to campus Tuesday night to meet with Joe Salentik's entrepreneurship class to help plan his annual charity golf event. Cole Krieger has the story.
It was here at the Tippy College of Business where former Iowa and NFL safety Micah Hyde partnered with Joel Salentik's entrepreneurship class to throw a celebrity charity golf tournament last year with the idea of raising money for families at Stead Family Children's Hospital. Last year's golf outing was so successful, this year Micah Hyde is partnering with the class again with the same goal in mind.
The way I've always pictured retirement was to set myself up so that, working with the foundation and be able to do stuff like this. Like, this is what I'm passionate about, this is what I like to do.
It is so motivating and inspiring, and I am so honored that Micah trusted this class and this university to plan this event.
Back when Micah was in college, he sat right where these same students sat. And with the help of Joe Salentic, he was able to create the Imagine for Youth program. And with a personal connection to the Children's Hospital, Micah has made it his goal to help kids in need.
So you have kids that have developed some type of sickness or whatever it may be, and you get to meet them and you see, kind of the look on their face. It hits my emotional chords, to be able to put a smile on kids' faces.
People know Micah Hyde in many ways. Some may know him as the 2012 Tatum Woodson Big Ten Defensive Back of the Year. Others may know him as an all-pro safety for the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. But for the kids who we wave to on fall Saturdays, they know Micah as a hero. From the DITV College of Business here at the University of Iowa, Cole Creer, DITV Sports.
The Iowa men's basketball team will return to Carver Hawkeye Arena tonight to face their West Coast foe, USC. After 8 days of rest, the Hawkeyes will return to action, seeking out their third win in a row after dominating Indiana 74-57 and just squeezing past Rutgers 68-62. This will be the 9th all-time meeting between the Hawkeyes and Trojans, with Iowa seeking revenge from their loss last season. And on the women's side, we have some breaking news regarding senior guard Taylor McCabe. In the Hawkeyes' most recent matchup, McCabe went down 23 seconds into the game with a no-contact injury, having to be carried off of the court. On Monday, McCabe announced she suffered a torn ACL, ending her season and Iowa career.
She told the team yesterday at practice, and a lot of tears, right, because she's so beloved. Adversity is kind of part of every journey, and we wish we wouldn't have had it, but we do, and now we'll just have to go forward.
McCabe was one of the program's strongest three-point shooters, ranking 11th in school history with 172 triples. In her last appearance against Maryland, McCabe shot for 50% from deep, making it one of her best performances of the season. McCabe will now pursue a graduate assistant position in women's basketball. But there are plenty of positives this week for the Hawks after toppling 2 top 15 opponents. Addie Deal is the first on the list, winning her second Big Ten Freshman of the Week award, while teammate Ava Hayden was awarded the Big Ten Player of the Week. It's the second straight week that Iowa has swept the Big Ten honors. Taking things to the national stage, however, Hannah Stolke was crowned Naismith National Player of the Week, and the team as a whole was named the USBWA National Team of the Week. The Hawkeyes will face the Trojans tomorrow evening. Iowa gymnast Draquavia Henderson is having a successful return after sitting out the last 2 seasons. We'll send it to DITV's Morgan Burhans, who is live in Carver Hawkeye Arena, to give us more on Henderson's journey getting back to the mat.
Thanks, Elise. Henderson's senior season has been filled with success, but the road to getting here is a bigger accomplishment. In her freshman year, she ruptured her Achilles tendon, forcing her to sit out for her first season. She then returned and competed for 2 seasons before sitting out in 2024 for mental health reasons and 2025 due to tearing her other Achilles. The 3-time All-American made her return to the floor this year and is currently ranked 15th in the Big Ten after securing 2 individual titles this season. While these statistics mean a lot to her, her journey to achieving personal happiness means more.
Forever be more of a success story, just because I want that to be the impact instead of, just being a great gymnast.
Coach Jen Llewellyn explained that Henderson always stayed committed to the team, even while facing her own personal struggles.
Every week it looks like she just trusts herself more, she's settling in, she's trusting her gymnastics more, and she's really finding her joy for the sport again.
For Henderson, this senior season is not about personal rankings or scoring. It's about coming back stronger and enjoying her final year at Iowa. Elise, back to you.
Thanks, Morgan. Dave Diani, now former Iowa soccer head coach, is leaving the program to become the head coach for Michigan soccer. Diani will become the 4th head coach in Michigan's history after serving as Iowa's coach for 12 years. He was the first coach to bring the Hawkeyes to the Sweet 16 in program history and was signed with Iowa through the 2029 season.
Lots of changes going on in Hawkeye sports, but that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah, I mean, changes can be a good thing.
For some reason, I think that I could do that. I mean, do you want to see my muscles? Pretty big, right? Am I right?
Huge,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining us online or listening on KRUI 89.7 FM.
We're here live from Iowa City every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 a.m. and online anytime at dailyiowan.com.
For all of us here at DITV, we will see you here again on Friday morning on DITV.